with the wood in the A. Tell her bro, bitch, get the fuck out my face. No time to fuck, bitch, I'm making a play. What's up, motherfuckers? My name ASHXS. ASHXS, pronounced ashes, bitch. Shout out C.R.E.A.M Organic for this fucking interview. Here to answer a few questions that y'all might like to know. Shit, I'm a few thousand years old, really. Shit, I got an old soul, but here in this physical plane, I've made it around the sun 23 times. So whenever I was 17, I got kicked out of my house and shit, and I was wearing the same clothes for a few months. I was homeless and whatnot, and I didn't really know what to do besides like what I could do best. So I started trapping harder than a bitch, and I moved to Denton, and I didn't want anyone to know my real name, so I told everyone my name is Ash, you know, and I had this little like Pikachu plush backpack that I would carry around and shit. It just like kind of stuck, I think, you know, so I always went by Ash. And back in 2016, yeah, right before my 21st birthday, I got arrested on a fucking warrant I knew nothing about out in LA. And as soon as I got to LA County, I got put in fucking solitary confinement because I got into some bullshit. And so, you know, I didn't tell my neighbors my real name. I told them my name was Ash type shit. And one of them, like, I guess he just misheard me or whatever the fuck, because he kept calling me Ashes. Ashes. Like, I just never said shit. Like, fuck it, that sounds dope, you know? Yeah, I write everything. I'll freestyle a few things, or if like I don't know what to say at a point, I'll freestyle some shit. But for the most part, like the whole reason like I even got into this shit, because I've always been a really good writer. I started out like ghostwriting for other people, and I just got tired of not doing my own shit. And so but like what made me pick this like genre of music to kind of blend into is me and my friend used to always fucking just freestyle. You know, we just smoke blunts freestyle almost every day. And they always told me to go take it seriously or whatever, but I just never, like, wanted to be a rapper, you know? Like, that's just, like, everybody is, so I just never took it seriously until, like, you know, I was sober for, like, 3 weeks in a 6x10 cell, 24 hours a day by myself, and I had some time to think about what I actually want to do in life. And, make music was it, so yeah, I write everything. And might write your favorite rapper shit, too. So we're in my studio right now, like shit. I record shit here sometimes. Not as the official like recording files. I like record stuff just to see how it's gonna sound, to see if I even wanna make it an official song before I go to the actual studio and record. Cause I've been rocking with the same engineer since I started, from like day one. Shout out Sprouts. He's the whole reason I'm fucking here. I don't think that I would be me, or my music would turn into what it has if it wasn't for that fool. And like you know, his beats and his work is one thing, but how good of a person he is and how humble he is, and like how different he, like, bro, he's just good people. And so I'm fucking forever grateful for meeting that fool, because he's my main producer / engineer, and he can do just about any sound I ask him to. So shout out Sprouts. Check him out, SPROTZ. You know, you'll find him somewhere. Fuck, you know. Man, thank you. There's a lot of fucking ego in this industry, bro. You motherfuckers like charging for features whenever, like, yeah. I feel like you shouldn't start charging for features till like you're making money making music outside of that shit. Like, are you getting paid for your streams? You know, like, are you getting paid to play shows and all that kind of good shit? Because if not, then I don't think you should be charging other artists to create with. Because really, like, y'all could be working together instead of fucking trying to make a buck off the fool. Because, I don't know, whenever I first started, I've only sold like 2 features. And I just did that shit recently. Because I've always did my shit for free, no matter who the fuck it was. And, you know, now I got songs with people all over the fucking world. And, like, you never really know what 2, 3, 4 people can create together. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, depending on the terms, I'm not going to let them rate me, but at the same time, like, a record label can do things for me that I can't do for myself, and they have all the connections to, like, really put me out there and get my shit out there, but I'm not going to let them, you know, bend me over, because majority of these record deals, like, all the, you know, basically these record labels will fucking pay for all their chains, pay for all their cars, pay for their whips, all that good shit to give them that image of a flashy lifestyle, but reality is like none of that money goes to their pockets. That shit, you know? And like the way record deals work, it's not like they pay you, they give you a loan. And then once you pay back that loan that they gave you to make your money and do all your shit, that's whenever you start making a percentage type thing, you know? So like, I would do it for the right causes, but at also the same time, I've only been dropping music for like a year and a half, and I've been doing fucking great, and now I own my own record label, and I'm putting other talented artists on, so I would do it for the exposure, but I wouldn't tie myself to a too long of a contract type shit, because, you know, I know my worth, and I know what I can do by myself, that shit, and with the team that I have. Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised for the most part, kind of like went all over the motherfucking place, lived down by Houston for like my 8th grade year and shit, but I was born and raised in Fort Worth, and I'm still here. We're conducting this interview like 20 minutes from the hospital I was born at. You know, I've lived in LA a couple years. I've traveled all over the place for months at a time, didn't really have a home. I'm about to move to Oregon, but like Fort Worth always gonna be, you know, that thing. Damn, we talking about all these bushes, and you ask me the Earth's flat. Fuck, goddamn, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, what? How the fuck do you think we orbit, bro? Are we like a pancake? We just kind of like keep fucking flipping flopping like a coin. Like, I don't understand how the fuck y'all possibly think this shit can even happen. How the fuck would gravity work? What center of gravity would we go towards? If we were a fucking flat Earth, like we would all, you know, like it's stupid ass shit. Make my head hurt, cuz. Next question. Oh shit. Fuck. Honestly, like, this fool's fucking wild, he crazy as fuck, but Kanye. Cause, you know, he outside of all his shit, like, he's a fucking genius, and the shit that he's done and the way he came up in the game so quick and the way he, like, he's a smart motherfucker no matter how stupid he sounds. He's just working the fuck out y'all to take care of his shit, bro. And I would really like to work with Kanye and probably, like, yeah, come down to like Kanye and smoke a sack. Tyler, the Creator. I don't even gotta think about that shit. That fool funny as fuck. I'd have so much fun with him. I don't know, that whole like, whenever I was in high school, I like a freshman, whenever I found out about Odd Future, and just like all the shit they would do and them skating around and doing that shit looks fun as fuck, and I just, the type of people they are. And Tyler's cool as shit as far as I can tell, just like all his interviews and all the shit he says and how he like just tells people to do what the fuck makes them happy and fuck everyone else type thing. I feel like I could make some fucking dope shit with him once I got over like the stardom of like being in his presence. Like broke. Shit, I mean, it is like we can't be an us without them type shit, you know? They're producers, they can create shit out of thin fucking air. They'll be good, they could make other genres of music, do whatever the fuck, but without producers, we can't do shit. We gotta, and not only that, like once you like start paying producers and you build a relationship with them and shit, they start like cutting you deals and throwing you packs and working with you, and they'll build a sound with you, and it like ends up building a stronger relationship in the long run. Man.
And why?
I'm from Fort Worth. I'm from Texas. You know, I fucked around in Dallas a lot too, but dude, I grew up on Swishers. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, I grew up on Swishers. I'll still smoke them shits to this day. I really prefer hemp wraps if I'm smoking type shit, but you can't buy those everywhere, and they're more expensive for sure. High hemp wraps are the fucking truth, but Swishers all day, bro. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That whole fucking backwood culture is weak as fuck. I mean, I smoke backwoods too, don't get me wrong. Like, if I want to roll a fat ass, I'll smoke fucking backwood. But like, the fact that some of y'all won't even hit a fucking Swisher, y'all bougie as shit. I don't want to get out. Don't hit my blunt, man. This is a Swisher. What? at the end of the day, bro, like, I've thought about this a lot. And really, I'm inspired by every single thing around me that I see every single day. Everyone watching this, you, like every single person that I come into contact with inspires me in some type of way. They inspire lyrics, whether they realize it or not, whatever. But when I've thought about this a lot, and whenever it comes down to it, I'd probably say Nirvana and Nas. That shit. I really click with Kurt Cobain hard. Like, I don't. I've watched all his interviews and all his shit, and I just, like, his music is different, and, like, I really fuck with his voice, and I also fuck with Nas really hard because of his storytelling, and that's kind of, like, what I try to do in my music, is tell stories that you can take lessons from, so, you know, so you don't gotta go through bullshit yourself. Like, shit, you know, like, fucking, that fool told a story backwards flawlessly. You know, if you haven't heard it, look up Nas Rewind. That's fucking, like, retarded. And I don't care what anybody says, that is fucking genius. So I'm just a sad boy telling stories at the end of the day, and you can kind of hear the rock influence in my shit too, so it makes sense. Yeah. Need another drink. Oh. So we got put on the same show with Jules. Jules was throwing a show out at that fucking Jamaican restaurant in Arlington. I forgot what the fuck it's called, but really, like, I feel like what got me, like, actually kicking it with them is down in fucking South by Southwest. We weren't, like, really that close, and so I got jumped type shit. I was, like, surrounded by, like, 10, 12 motherfuckers, and I only knew him and his homeboy that I, like, just met type shit, and they're all, like, standing off, like, away from us while I was all circled. I was like, fuck, like, they just met me, I guess they're not gonna help. But once they actually started doing shit, they came and, like, ran in and, like, actually, like, jumped in and shit, and they barely knew me type thing. So, like, after that, we started fucking with each other tough. You know, he kind of seen what I was made of. I seen, like, what was good with him. He actually, like, had my back and shit. And then we started just, you know, I put him on a couple shows I threw, and now we're fucking boys, you know. I always was nervous as fuck leading up to my show, but for me, as soon as I stepped on stage and I had that mic in my hand, it's like I entered my own world type thing, and, like, all those feelings went away. But really, it's all about confidence, dude, and be fucking dumb. Have loud energy, bro. Don't just fucking sit there, like, rapping your shit, standing in one place. Like, you're fucking boring. You gotta entertain, bro. Like, you know, get buck, get nutty. You need to be crazier than the crowd is, because that's gonna hype them up. And no matter what, even if they don't like your music, they'll talk about your energy. And they'll see that, and they'll see that you're a fucking entertainer and a performer rather than just, like, a rapper. Fucking go crazy, dude. Do dumb shit, because that's going to get you talked about, and that's ultimately, like, what it's all about. And that's what'll make people pay you to play shows, even if you can't bring a crowd, because you put on a good one. Stop being a bitch and get on stage. Go fuck that shit up, cuz. Fuck out my face, don't wanna fuck in the fuck out my face.